Good morning and welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, today we'd like to sort of get this module, which Trumpeter is referring to as DD, finished. And we can't assemble all the little parts until this is painted. Well, I guess I could do everything except this and put this on later, but anyway, I'm going to assume we're going to have a Missy the Dog segment today. And, I think I forgot to dub in the Missy theme song in yesterday's. It seems to me when I was proofing the video, I was sitting there watching it and I'm thinking there's something missing. And then I realized, I missed the theme song. At least I missed it at the end. Yeah, sorry about that for those of you that like to hear the little jingle, or maybe your particular dog comes running to your model table or wherever you're watching the show, and the little jingle comes on. It's funny how animals can recognize tunes, Okay, we are going to be painting this with the 82 here. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about here. We're at 18.8 Celsius and beautiful day so far. Seems to me that yesterday I heard that it was going to go to 30 today. I don't know. Somehow I don't think it will, but it might. I don't have any big plans. I do plan to go back to McDonald's and see if I can do a better job with their electronic menu. I sort of got the hang of it now. At least I know where on the screen to look for stuff. And I'm not going to let it trick me into donating to Ronald McDonald House, although the 88 cents that I donated, it's not going to kill me. We do have a Ronald McDonald House here in Winnipeg, at least we used to have. So it's a good thing, I guess. On the other hand, maybe it ended up helping to pay the CEO of McDonald's, whoever he happens to be or she, their exorbitant salary. Anyway, I don't know. It's just a case of you just can't trust anybody. Yesterday I was messing around with my doctor's office and the pharmacy. The pharmacy blames the doctor's office, and the doctor's office blames the pharmacy, and yet they won't talk together. I think that in behind the scenes they're all together in this medical system to screw the public as much as they can. You just don't trust anybody anymore. Well, I guess we never did, because we've been human beings for a long time. And human beings, our nature is to be greedy. Yeah. We got to fight that. I don't know what we can do. I don't know if they're going to someday invent a pill that we could take to make us so that we're all nice. It's possible. I'd be for that. I wouldn't mind being nice as long as everybody else was. Okay. Let's recompose here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece over to the spray booth over there and paint it over there. I'll swing the camera around, and that means I'm going to have to clean the airbrush again. But it's not a big deal. I'm doing a lot of fast cleaning lately. It only takes maybe 5 minutes. And what I do is instead of completely disassembling everything, I just backflush really good using Windex. And it seems to be working so far. Yeah. I remember one time 6 Airbrush Tony was, in one of his comments, this goes back a long time ago, but he was mentioning how he got his airbrush royally plugged up with something, and I don't know I don't remember what kind of paint he was using or whatever it was, but he was indicating it was the first time that he really messed up his airbrush. And I know that for myself, if I completely disassemble it, I don't have a problem. But on the other hand, just back flushing I'm not having a problem either. But that's because I'm trying to limit myself to the XF paints, which are easy to clean out of an airbrush, in my opinion. It could be that there are other brands that are also equally as easy or maybe even better. If you've got something you like and it's working for you, stick with it. Don't go with the XF because old Ron in Winnipeg is using it and says how great it is. You know, the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, so if what you're using works, stick with it, especially if you like it. Okay, let's try and get this thing painted here, and then we can finish module DD. Oh, I guess I better start my fan here. Well, it is what it is. And now for perspective. Good morning. Good morning, Missy. How are you?
Oh, it's beautiful. There's a breeze out of the west to keep the heat away. And the fellas are filling in the holes with cement and then painting the top of them, so people will know not to walk on it, to keep their pets off it. No one wants paint on their shoes or the pet paws.
Are you sure that's paint and it's not some sort of a sealer for so that the cement does not dry
Spray it on. Oh, I don't. It could be a sealer.
Yeah.
But it would certainly serve the two functions. You know.
Yeah.
The biggest thing about wet cement is keeping people and animals off it.
She doesn't know if she wants this. You know what? I've got some of this that marrowbone in there.
She associates the marrow with throwing up.
Maybe. I wonder.
There may be an allergy.
Well, okay, in that case, we'll just go back to the regulars.
Oh, was that marrowbone all chopped up?
Yeah.
Oh, just marrow
and
bits?
this.
Huh.
Yeah. This, so she's you're a fussy little girl. Yes,
Well,
you
she
are.
knows what makes her throw up and what doesn't. It's very rare for her. And she'd been going into the kennel which she never does. We finally went in to look at what was in the kennel, and she had thrown up.
Uh-huh.
It's unusual because most dogs have a
Well,
stomach like a garbage can.
I'll check with the neighbor on the other side and see if her dog likes them. I'll just give them to Missy. I'm going to have to give them to the other dog. What do you think of that?
Missy says, "Yeah, I don't like that dog. Give it to that dog. That'll be the end of that dog." We had a nice walk. We stayed behind Merv's and walked down the grass beside Pioneer Trail, and then came over to the east side.
Well, Missy, you looked at it, and I saw you looking at it. I saw you looking at it. Do you want it? Hey, did you want it? You can have it if you want it. Should I give it to her?
Sure.
We'll watch and see.
Read it for a raven.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I hate those ravens. There's one more poison raven. She carries it and drops it, picks it up, carries it, drops it, and finally leaves it. See what I mean? Leave that for the raven, that nasty raven. Maybe the cat. It's good killing either one of them. Thanks, Ron.
Okay, we'll see ya. Yeah, Missy's getting fussy. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, let's continue on here. Yeah, our little part is dry now. It's very fragile on the ends here that I'm picking up. Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's gonna be able to support that. This piece actually has to go on. See if I can grab hold of it here. Very, very gently. Okay, now this is the edge that was down on the. You can sort of see this little bit of photo edge showing, but it actually, this piece actually goes right here. Yeah, like that. Okay, maybe we'll put that on last. Get all these other pieces in place first, because there'll be less chance then of me breaking this off while I'm manipulating this other stuff. At least that's the plan. Okay, it's probably a week ago or maybe even more. We were looking at this N17 and it says install first, and we had concluded that the reason we were supposed to install it first was because it would make it easier to put this platform in place once we get the ladder attached and the railing. Remember, there's actually 4 pieces of photo etch have to go on this part right here. And I think, I know that originally I had all the various pieces, plugged in where they're supposed to go. And okay, I think it has to go right there. Yeah, that's right. And that's right. It goes right here. Not right there. And I think it's this piece right here, but I could be wrong. Anyway, the idea is that we put it on first. Yeah. I can feel it. It fits down quite nicely over that positioning, that locating, whatever. Okay, so we got that on. I think I may as well just go ahead and glue it in place. And I'm just going to put a little bit of extra thin on the inside and put it back down and hope that it doesn't make a mess on the outside of the superstructure here. Maybe I'll stick the macro lens on so that we can see how bad a job I do. Okay, I'm going to apply the glue to the inside of this off camera so that I don't accidentally get it all over the superstructure here. Now remember, Ron, we're just going to have a little bit of glue. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I'm turning it over now. Now let's try not to drop it in the wrong place. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed down on it. I think it'll be alright. I know it looks really terrible, but we're zoomed right in. I'm looking at it from less than arm's length. Yeah, when that dries, that's going to be okay. Okay, so we got our glue first done. I'm pretty sure that was the one we're supposed to do first. Now the idea was, I think, so that we can now position. Where is that piece? I've lost it already. Better get the lid back on my glue here. And yeah, I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, we'll eventually find it. It's got to be somewhere. It's got to be here in the house. Okay, this one is the N16. I think it's supposed to go right in here. Yeah, that's the one. And we've got some glue in there. Doesn't want to go. Guess I'm blocking it, blocking your vision, aren't I? I got the wrong piece? I don't think so. I had these before. It almost goes, doesn't it? There we go, I think. No, we don't. Well, I wonder if there's another piece that's almost the same. Well, there is, but it's definitely not this one. Oh, this is the one. Maybe if I was to turn it end for end. I'm getting some kind of fluffies or something going on. Let's get that out of there. I'm going to have to rehydrate this pretty quick here. I did turn it around. Pardon my big fingers. I can get better pressure. Okay, now I'm really going to block your vision. Okay, that's about as good as we can get it. No, I think I should be able to get it better. You know what? I'm going to take this back off. I'm going to put some more glue on there. I'm just sort of softening the edges there. It seems to be like right here where I'm touching it. Now why will that not go down? There. Okay. Finally. Sort of. I keep looking in the monitor and realizing that it's not quite right. Well, I think that's about as quite right as we're going to get it. Okay, this is N18. And it doesn't really fit over anything. It just sort of fits into a place there. And we're going to lubricate the inside. Okay. It looks like it should be twisted counterclockwise just a little bit here. Alright, that's about as good as I can get it. Okay, this is N1. Oh, by the way, I was looking at my clock a minute ago with the thermometer on it, and it says 33.3 degrees, so I guess it did make it up to 30 degrees. Now, I don't think it's quite that warm, but it's getting reflection off Maxim's house next door. Okay, anyway, I did get out on my bike this morning, and I went to a Tim Hortons that we've ridden past several times when we went through the Safeway parking lot. And probably some of you saw it off to the left there. I thought, let's just go in there. I probably won't go in there again. It's not really what you would call motorcycle friendly. And it was busy in there. I couldn't find a place to sit down. I had to sit outside. I might have put a little bit too much glue on. Okay, let's let that. Yeah, I think it's down now. No, it doesn't seem to be straight. No, it is now. Anyway, yeah, you can watch the entire ride later this evening, I guess. I don't know which one it'll be. Probably number, well, we got 77. Probably be episode 77, but maybe 70. I can't remember. 70 something anyway. Okay, let's move on here. Looks like we got another peg up here. What goes on there? I can't remember. Okay, the reason I can't remember what goes on right there is because nothing does, at least not in this step, or on this one here. But I would think there's a good reason why these are like that. But in this step, they want us to put this piece here, right here, like this. And I think what I'm going to try and do is carefully moisten the edges here. I'm going to have to do this off camera. It's just too awkward to hold it on camera. Now, being as that this paint is the same paint, if the paint melts, if you know what I mean, it won't matter, because when it dries, we're not going to see it, and that should just be wicking its way all the way along, I would think. Just let me eyeball this from the edge back here and see, make sure that it's 90 degrees. That looks pretty good. I got the push out pin marks down, so we're not going to see that. There's a chance we're not going to see this whole thing. Okay, yeah, that's going to be alright. I wonder what goes on these other two pegs. Okay, what time we got here? Okay, it's 4 minutes after 2 in the afternoon. I'm going to work on this a little bit later, maybe tomorrow morning now. But I'm going to call it quits for today. And I guess I'm going to have to say thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.